Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. I hope you've all been having a very happy and productive week. And if you guys are new to my channel, then welcome to the Jessica fam. Make sure to click the red subscribe button below and join in on all of the fun that we have on my channel. I'm here to help you out with all of your study needs. So yes, make sure you subscribe, that would make me so happy. And today's video is going to be my study routine. That's right, I finally got around to filming it for you guys because I know it's been requested for a while now, and I'm going to take you through how to not only set up yourself for a productive study session, but how to make the most of your time whilst you're studying and even wind down from your study sessions as well, because I want to make sure you guys are being your most productive and organised selves. So for all of you guys who are wondering how to set up your study sessions or how I recommend you guys study to be your most productive selves, do not fear, Study with Jess is here. So if you guys enjoyed today's video and do find it helpful, then please thumbs up to let me know. And also comment below one thing that you find really helpful when setting yourselves up for a productive study session too. Alright guys, let's get into my study routine. So welcome to my study guys. I thought the first thing I'd like to share with you are some desk essentials. So these are the things that I always have on my desk when I work and I really recommend you have when you're studying. First off, water. Make sure to leave a bottle of water on your desk at all times to encourage you to stay hydrated. Now, to help make your study space a nice and calming environment, I recommend you guys choose a calming scent like some lavender oil or lemongrass oil, or even choose a scented candle to burn. I'm just burning some natural essential lavender oil in a little oil burner. Now, of course, I've always got to have something fresh on my desk, so I recommend you guys either have some fresh flowers or a little plant like a succulent. It just brings some life into your study space as well, and also it does create some extra oxygen to help keep you focused. Now, I do recommend that you guys keep a tidy and organised workspace, so now onto some organisation tips. Now, make sure you don't have everything on your desk, just the essentials. So some pens, highlighters, and any textbooks you need for a particular task that you're working on. And of course, in this instance, less is more, because the less you have on your desk, the less likely you're going to be distracted from other things, so it's not going to pull your focus from the task at hand. Okay, now it's time to get ready to study, so onto some pre-study tips. First off, I recommend you guys get really comfy. It doesn't matter what you look like when you're studying, all that matters is how you feel. So I always would wear a really comfy hoodie or sweater, anything that's not going to feel restricting to you. And then something I like to do to make me feel even more comfortable is make a cup of tea. So the one that I typically opt for would be a herbal tea. When I was studying in high school, I would always make myself some chamomile tea, and the one I made today was chamomile, lavender, and rose petal. So really relaxing tea, just to get me into the mood to get working. Now, when it comes to having an optimal pre-study routine, it's really important that you check your diary or school planner first thing so you know exactly what you have to work on and accomplish for that afternoon. Then I recommend you actually make some little study appointments and schedule them either into your diary so you know how you plan on spending all of your time that evening, or use a homework planner like this one, which is from my educational stationery line, Seated Educationery. So I'm actually writing down all of the homework tasks and then the time that I'm giving myself to complete each one. For example, I wanted to complete one task from 5 till 6 p.m. and then another one from 6 till 6:30. This way, when you write down little study appointments, you are much more likely to actually commit to them and stay on track. Now, of course, it's important to get into the right mindset before you start studying, so I also like to fill out this section, which involves things that made me smile. If you guys want to check out the homework planner, I will leave a link to Seated Educationary's website down below, and I've also got some other planners and exercise books you guys can check out too. Okay, one more thing you guys really need to do is exercise some self-discipline here and set yourself a timer for 25 to 30 minutes, but also make sure to pop your phone off of your desk. So I recommend keeping it in a wall socket and charging, just so it's not likely to distract you. Now, it's also a really good idea to sit next to an open window to get some more fresh air as well. Again, this helps to give you some more oxygen and stay focused. Alright guys, work time. Let's see how much I can get done in the next 30 minutes. Now, when it comes time to take a study break after the 25 to 30 minutes, there's a couple things I can recommend you guys do. So make sure you use your study breaks as little energy boosters to actually get moving and get away from your desk. It's important to get the blood moving again, and also give yourself a break from staring at your computer or textbook as well. Now, typically your study breaks should go for around 5 to 10 minutes at a time until you decide to actually stop studying for that session. So I recommend making a healthy study snack, maybe refilling your cup of tea, playing with a pet, anything that actually involves getting up and doing something, just so you're not going to feel sluggish after a little while. And back to working. Now, whenever you guys finish completing a task, I definitely recommend to tick it off or cross it off once it's completed, and this will actually help to increase your motivation because you can track your progress and feel good about all that you are completing in that allotted time frame. One thing I will say, which is really important to be mindful of during your study sessions, is to write down any questions that pop up as you go, and this way you can address them later on either by going back and looking over your notes or meeting with your teacher or tutor. It's also going to help you feel a lot less stressed whenever something comes up in your work that you don't understand, because you know that it's going to be answered shortly. So I like to keep a separate notepad on my desk at all times whenever I have any questions, and I can just write them down in that. Now, if you are working with a time limit, then it's important to be mindful of the fact that it's not always easy to stop working so abruptly. So I recommend you guys use the last 5 or 10 minutes of your overall study session just to assess what you've done and make a note of anything you didn't quite get around to finishing, and make sure that you can pick up where you left off next time you come back to your desk. Now, if you guys do have the luxury of finishing your homework early and you've been really productive and organised, it's a great idea to actually start on your weekly summaries. So I know I've talked about this quite a lot, and I'll link a few other relevant videos that I've made on writing weekly summaries down below, and also in some cards up above that you can check out after this video. But writing weekly summaries is a great idea, especially because majority of our forgetting occurs within the first 24 hours of learning new information. So to write my weekly summaries, I'm going to be using the Seated Educationary Exam Summary Book. So if you guys haven't checked out this product from my stationery line, I will also leave a link to that down below. And I just really like that all of the templates included are going to make structuring your weekly summaries a lot easier, so that all of the relevant information is going to stand out for you guys, and also make revising for exams so much more simple. Now, I would typically spend around 10 to 20 minutes most nights revising my notes or working on my summaries, so I would recommend you guys spend a similar amount of time. And then of course, I'm also mindful of my timer that's about to go off, which means yay, I've finally completed all of my studying and my work for the night. So it's time to pack everything up and then, of course, reward myself, guys. So make sure that you always do something nice for yourself after a busy study session, whether it's having a relaxing bath or watching your favorite show, anything that's going to help you guys unwind. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye guys.